Hey everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Dan. This week we are cooking chicken fajitas. Fajitas are something really easy, really simple, and something quite nice to cook if you're cooking for multiple people. So you might want to cook it for your family, you might want to cook it for your housemates. It's a really easy dish to do, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So today we'll be using a wok, a grater, a sharp knife, some tongs, and a chopping board. Our ingredients are chicken, peppers, onions, a fajita kit, and some cheese. Right, first things first is we need to chop our vegetables. So I'm going to chop my onions and I'm going to chop my peppers on this chopping mat here. I like to chop my veg first before I do the chicken, so I can put it in a bowl and I don't get the veg covered in raw chicken juice from the chopping board. So I'll go ahead and start by peeling my onion. You can take the hard skin rough around the side. If you chop it in half, it's much easier to do. So make sure you get all the peelings of the onion off the chopping board before you start chopping the onion. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to have crusty bits of onion peel in with your fajita loveliness. So just clear off this second onion and then get rid of all the peelings on the board, and I can start chopping the onion. How I'm going to do this, I'm going to put it into slices. So you want to hold your onion carefully and you want to slice just thinly enough so it'll break down nicely in the wok. Be careful again of your fingers, guys. This is then quite dangerous. If you need some help from a parent or a carer, then ask for some help in this. Don't feel like you have to go as fast as I'm going. I've done this a couple of times. Cool. So we've just got these two bits of the onion left, and then we can move on to my peppers. Look at that knife action. Whoa. Okay, so my onion is going into the bowl. Scrape out with the back side of the knife into the bowl so you don't blunt the blade. Okay, now time for the peppers. But first, you've got to wash the peppers. Okay, peppers are washed. One at a time, you're going to chop off the top of the pepper. And then you see all these seeds in the middle. What we want to get rid of that, so we put our fist in like that and just scrape them out. Just scrape them out. They come out pretty easy. They do get everywhere a little bit, so just tap it out. And we're slicing the sides at the top, just like that, and put that in our waste peelings bit. I'm collecting all our peelings for the compost bin outside. So all of the veggie clippings and peelings and seeds and everything can go in there and make some nice compost for next year. Okay, so cut them up a little bit small. I'm going to slice these into halves. Now the seeds are gone. I'm going to lay it down flat and I am going to just slice into strips. Quite thin strips, but they don't have to be too thin. Again, careful of your fingers, you don't want to chop the end of your finger off. And we're doing that for both the peppers, both into strips. Nice easy peasy. In an ideal world, I would have a heavier chopping board because this one slips about a little bit, especially if it's wet. Okay, that's our peppers done, so that is all our veg cut. So what we need to do, put that into the bowl ready to one side, and now the job is we're going to cut the chicken. So I've got chicken breast here. But you could use chicken thighs, you could use turkey, you could use beef if you want, beef sizzling steak. Or if you want vegetarian options, like I said, you could use corn, tofu, various different options, or just put in a load more veg. Maybe put some sweet corn, mini sweet corns in there. So I'm going to chop this chicken up into thin slices. Again, really carefully finger there. So cut into little small slices. That way it cooks a bit quicker and it's a bit more even all the way around. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit just for the sake of time. Cool. So now our chicken is cut. We need to put the knife in the washing bowl, and we need to wash our hands because we've been handling raw chicken. And what's next is we're going to get the fajita kit ready, and we're going to open that up, see what's inside that. So this is a fajita kit. You get lots of different flavours. Fairly easy to get in the supermarket. So, in the fajita kit we have tortillas, we have salsa, and the thing we're going to use right now is the seasoning. This is barbecue seasoning, smoky barbecue flavour. You can get spicier, this is quite a mild version. So we need to tear the sachet open and we're going to pour it all over the chicken. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rub it in. Here we go. I'll speed this up as well because why not? Right, so seasoning's rubbed in. Time to wash our hands again because again we've been handling raw chicken, and that will make you sick if you get it in your mouth. So what we'll do now is we'll tidy up a little bit and get ready for cooking. Right, so now it's time to get everything else ready for serving up. We are going to put the salsa in the little serving pot that I've got here. I struggled to get into the salsa because I've not got any scissors, so I had to use a knife. I would definitely recommend you use scissors because this is a bit more dangerous. But if you do need help, again, ask parents or carers or other people in your household that might be a bit more comfortable with knives. So this lovely salsa goes in there, just squeeze it out of the corner like that. And that will go on the table with the rest of the stuff to put together a fajita later on. Now we are going to get to grate the cheese. I've got my box grater here, I've got my cheese here, and I am going to grate on the coarser setting some cheese to put with my beaters. It's quite strong cheese, and I probably grate too much of it because I'm a little bit greedy. So just long straight motions, just like this, into a flattish bowl makes it a bit easier. I'm going to speed this up because otherwise it's pretty boring. Cheese is done, all grated and ready to go on the table with the rest of the stuff. I'm going to clear up a little bit and then it'll be time to put the tortillas in the microwave. So tortillas go in the microwave for about 30 seconds. You've got to pierce a hole in the corner because otherwise the bag could go pop, and that's not ideal. That's not what we want. So I'll put that in the microwave like this, and that's our extras done. Time to go and cook the chicken and peppers. Right, now I'm adding some stir fry oil to my pan. I'm using a wok here. I will turn my hob onto a high heat, which is 9 for me. And now we'll just wait for this to warm up a little bit and put the chicken in. There's a little skip there, it did warm up on it. Okay, so chicken's in the pan, and we've got to stir it round, make sure the oil covers all the chicken so it shouldn't stick to the pan. My pan's a little bit rubbish because it's been quite well used, so it's lost a lot of its non-stick. So I had to use a little bit more oil than I normally would like to. So just stir this round and get it ready, and then we'll probably be leaving it for a little bit so it can cook. I'll just show you before we speed things up a little bit. That's what it looks like now, and here we go, speedy cooking. So what we're looking for is a browned chicken, brown the outside. That makes sure it's cooked. I like mine a little bit crispier if I can, so I'll probably cook it for a little bit longer than you probably need to. But what is really important is just some of the bigger bits. You can break them in half when you think it's cooked, and you'll be able to see in the middle whether it's fully cooked through or it's still a bit raw in the middle, and then you'll know for certain if it's safe to eat. Okay, this is looking pretty much ready to go. So it's time for us to put in the peppers, and it's time to put the onions in, and we're just going to cook them down into a nice saucy mix. Peppers and onions are in the pan. I'm going to break down those onions that are a bit chunky still, so they're all in nice little slabs. Everything's mixed in nicely, and that is ready to just leave and cook down for a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on my wok just so everything cooks a little bit faster, and speed montage. Okay, it's time to check on it and give it a bit of stir. Steamy. Just give everything a bit of a stir around, make sure there's nothing sticking to the bottom. A lot of things stick to the bottom of my pan because it is a bit old and a bit rubbish. But as long as you keep moving and you boiled it well to begin with, then your pan should be absolutely fine. Okay, so it looks like everything's done. I've checked in the middle of the big bit and they can cook, so I've turned off my hob, and now I'm going to take over my fajita pan over carefully with an oven glove to the place where I'm about to serve the fajitas. I've already laid out all the other bits and bobs that you have, just here. So now it's time to construct the fajita. First of all, you get the plate. Oh, no, you get the tortilla. Then you get the plate. And now we put a little bit of salsa on the tortilla. Okay. And I like to put jalapenos. I've got some red jalapenos here. And I put 2 on, but be careful because these can make it very spicy. I do like it quite spicy. Next up is the fajita mix. Put a medium amount on. Don't put too much on. Probably I'm putting too much on here because I'm a greedy git. And now we'll put some cheese on. And after we put the cheese, it's time to wrap. So we fold both the sides in on top of each other, and then the bottom up, and then that's a lovely fajita. Enjoy.